Hi, everybody. Oh, look, the camera's... Oh, for crying out loud. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Alright, so we're starting off this video by doing a little bit of side work on... What the heck am I doing? Oh. So what you see in front of you is the side piece for the armrest. Right, so I've been designing an armrest to go in the center. No, it's not going to be that big. That's way too big. And there I was making an attempt to bend a flange down. It was unsuccessful. More of that to come later. Yeah, anyway, that's to come later. Alright, so what's really important, so if you look at the little black bits on the table there, those are all of the pieces of the Canopy latching hinge assembly, right? So behind the roll bar, you got the pins that go through the roll bar and through the back of the rear canopy assembly, and that holds the canopy in place, right? Mostly, great. Okay, there's a nice hinge piece behind it, and these are all the pieces. So normally they're aluminum. I have had these taken to my powder coating place, and I had them done the exact same color that I did the roll bar, which is that beautiful burnt toast. It's a slightly textured matte black, right? It's really pretty. So I figured, all those pieces are there, and those pieces do move a lot, right? So that, as you open and close the canopy, which I'm just doing like all the time now, and it looks really good. Plus now I know that it's going to last forever. And of course I position the camera in a way that you can't actually see anything. Alright, so before we put those pieces in though, so what we've got is the crossbar. So there's a pin in each side of the roll bar. There's only one latch. So how do you get the other pin out? You have a crossbar. So if you see just to the left of the actual crossbar, where the seats, like the seat crossbar, to the left you see that nice white powder coated shaft with half of a bell crank on one end. So that is the actual thing. And on each side it gets attached with a nice piece of composite. It's much sort of easier to see it on this side, but not really. I promise in just a second you'll probably get a better point of view. I gotta stop pointing the camera into the sun. I will say getting those in place is kind of tough. So you're going to have two long AN3 bolts that go through the bar that goes across and the two pieces of composite and then into the frame. So it goes into one of the pieces of the frame that supports the roll bar. Oh yeah, getting oh, this was a pain. So getting those in place, that's going to suck. That's really going to suck because you've got to put the screws through, which is easy enough, the bolts I mean. But then on the back side of the bolts, it's got to have a washer and a nut, and getting those in there, well, let's just say it's going to be fun. There's two pieces of metal down there, and it ain't easy to get tools in. And you can't really see what you're doing. So I'm starting to put on the two top pieces for the latching mechanism. It's not easy. You've got to get a Phillips head screw up in the top, and as you can see with that roll bar sort of angled backwards, getting a perfectly perpendicular bite on the screw is not easy. Quick updates before we end this one. I would like to thank dropping stuff everywhere. I would like to thank I don't know if I should use his name, but I was Tyler Chapman. Tyler Chapman. I'm related to some Chapmans. I wonder if that's the same man. Gave my builder number to Vans, and I received a $100 check. Thank you, Tyler. I think that's like 4 or 5 now. That's really awesome. It's really cool. If I have inspired you, then seek help. Alright, the next video we're going to go ahead and finish this up and do other cool things. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. See you soon.